What's going on, Morgan Truitt? Back at it again with part of my final project. Still working with the animated movies, and I'll be discussing the diagrams I made in Postgre for this project. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So just to recap, this is my main Excel spreadsheet. I had this in my previous slideshow. Again, working with the animated movies, particularly a brief list that was published by Forbes of the top 30 best animated movies. I broke all of them down in categories: title, year of release, director or directors who worked on them, animation studios that produced the films, and the countries of origin. Again, a mass presentation went over why I picked these categories, so let's just move on. So for my database in Postgre, I have a table on the far most left of the image that contains what you saw in the general spreadsheet from the last slide. And then starting on top left, I have a separate table for animation studios connecting that to primary table. This is the same for all of the tables. So moving forward, it's going to be the top middle here. That's the table for the country of origins. Top right is the release years. Bottom left, we have direct names. And lastly, on the bottom right, we have the titles of the movies. And they're all connected to that main table. As far as adding more information to the database in the future, there are a couple options here. First, the obvious, there are clearly more than 30 animated movies in existence. This list could have, at least 1 million entries if we added every single animated movie that's ever been made. A secondary option would be to expand the information available about the movies that are already listed. Anything from actors in the film, producers, editors, such and so forth. So some questions I have after this section. When I was importing data from my Excel sheet, which was a struggle enough on its own, I had expressed that in my previous slideshow. All of my character information, when it is up on the database, it comes in as only like the first letter of any character, of any what am I trying to say? Like the words, I guess. It's only ever the first letter. I do have it in there as the varchar variety characters. So I'm just not really sure how to fix that. My last couple questions are related to each other in a way. I'm not entirely sure what the purpose of entering the data several times for the diagram. I'm not sure what the purpose of that is. I'm curious if that's really all that necessary, or is that would that be more dependent on what kind of database we're working with? I feel like this one in particular seems a bit redundant. However, I'm willing to hear it out. So if I could get some answers to those questions, I would really appreciate it. And with that being said, thank you for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.